delve a little bit deeper into myself. Again, I just did something good. I catch my head. Why did I do that? So, like I said, the first easiest thing to notice is probably I had a personal interest. It was something I'm gaining there. I gave those $20 because I wanted credit. I wanted people to notice me. But if I think about it a little bit more than what the biology books say, then I'll see that that's not all it's about. Because I actually care. Like I went out to the street, I saw a poor person, and I cared about that poor person. Okay, not to say that I didn't have my personal interest. Like I said before, it's not this or that. It's all of them together. But other than a personal interest that I had, again, it might have been something blunt, it might have been something very delicate, but there's definitely more layers. And one of the other layers, or the second layer we want to notice, is that there is a tendency or an inclination, a good inclination. I want to do good, a natural tendency to do good. There's something inherently good within us, and we identify with good. I'd like people to not be poor. If you just ask me, would you like people to be poor or not without me gaining anything from it? Then I'd like everybody to not be poor. I'd like people to be happy. I want good. I like good. I'm inclined to good. And I'm even willing to make a certain effort in order for that good to manifest. Now, this layer of natural good, we could even call it secular good. Why? Because it's not, again, it's not something outside of myself, not ex machina. It's not something outside of my personality. There's no godly decree. It's part of who I am. It's part of myself, part of my sense of self, but it's altruistic. It's something that's not a personal interest. It's actually not looking for my personal gain. It's caring for the other person, or caring for the good for the sake of good. It's not a religious tendency, it's just part of who I am. Why would I want to call it something secular? Because it's even typically secular. So much so that, in a sense, a lot of the secular world views the religious world in a derogatory manner because very often the religious world, or what appears to be a religious world, obviously that's not religious at all, but what appears to be a religious world is just a set of personal interests. We didn't mention that before, but the most classic personal interest, just like you can be purchasing a commodity in this world, a can of Coke or some satisfaction, you can also be purchasing a commodity in the next world. Maybe you'll get your benefits in the Garden of Eden or in the afterlife or whatever it is that the set of values that you were brought up on, that you believe in, that you feel that it's in your best interest to invest in these long-term commodities that you'll get over time. So that's not better or more good, or again, a deeper, more profound good than somebody buying a can of Coke. Some people invest in short-term investments and some people invest in long-term investments. So very often a person views the entire religious structure as an intricate set of personal interests. If that's the case, so a person could very easily feel that the 2 cents that he gives because of actual caring is more refined than all of the good that the religious world produces. He's not impressed by that. All of the good deeds being done in B'nai Brak. It doesn't impress him because it's all a set of personal interests. And he's doing this because he actually cares. And there's something more refined, cleaner about that. That's how he feels. And he's right. Again, obviously, all those personal interests are not really a godly life. That's not religion. But those elements exist everywhere. So this more refined sensation where a person tends to do good because he really wants good is definitely something much more profound, much more refined within ourselves that exists, as much as, again, biologists and many psychologists wouldn't want to hear that, even though nowadays there's more willingness. There's more willingness, and probably it's also something that's more widely spread throughout humanity today. But this layer absolutely exists. Every person sitting here, when you contemplate on your good deeds, then you'll notice that there is an altruistic motivation there.